I saw a quote somewhere that says, "You were given this life because you are strong enough to live it." Well, in the end, some of your greatest pain become your greatest strength. About 0.11 to 5.2% of the global population, especially females between the ages 10 to 15, tend to have scoliosis. Hi everyone, in case you are just coming across my channel for the first time, my name is Tumishi, and today's video is a bit different, quite personal. It's World Scoliosis Day today, and I just decided to share a little bit of my experience, just something to sensitize people about scoliosis because it's not commonly heard here in Nigeria. So I just decided to just share and let people know about scoliosis and just things to look out for, my own experience and how I've been able to manage this particular condition. So if this relates to you in any way, or if you know someone that has scoliosis, just stick with me and let's just talk. So for those that might not know, scoliosis is a condition that affects the spine. It's an awkward curvature of the spine. I will share a picture here. It's an awkward curvature of the spine, and it varies for different people. For some, it's a really intense curvature of the spine, which makes it very obvious, and for some, it's just a slight curvature of the spine. And this relates to me, and mine wasn't really bad, but it was just a slight curvature of the spine. And as long as I can remember, I have been living with scoliosis for most of my teenage years. I started with noticing that I would awkwardly bend in a certain position. Like, I went to a boarding school, so when I tried washing clothes, I would just bend. I realized I was bending, and I would feel pain at the slightest inconvenience. And when I went home, I complained to my parents that, oh, this is how I'm feeling. I can't do like some certain chores for like a long time. I'll start feeling pain in my back. I mean, I was just a teenager. Why am I feeling this much pain? So I decided to share with my parents, and then when it was looking like, oh, this is serious, because I was crying, and then I decided to go for a checkup. And I was required to do an x-ray to know what was happening, and I did an x-ray, and then the doctor mentioned something about scoliosis. I remember when we did PhD, then we did our PhD teacher talked about different spinal problem. I think he mentioned lumbar, I mentioned scoliosis. I just wonder what grammar is this man speaking. And then when the man mentioned scoliosis, I was like, oh my god, this is what my teacher was talking about then. Oh my god, is this serious? Am I going to do surgery? So many things were running through my mind as a teenager. So then he was like, oh, it's not something that is bad. It's something that could be corrected. But then I'll have to wear braces. Yes, I was recommended to wear braces for at least out of 24 hours. The only time I had to remove it out of 24 hours was only when I went to have my bath. That was the only time I was required to remove my braces. So it's almost 24 hours in a day. I had to keep that to myself. And trust me, it wasn't the most comfortable experience, because if you've ever been to National Orthopedic Hospital, you see, if you have seen a brace at some point, it's made of a particular type of plastic that is hard, and then it wasn't comfortable, to be honest. I had to wear it on this side, like you're wearing a waist trainer. I had to wear that, and then anytime I want to eat, I will feel so comfortable. I was just only allowed to loosen it up a bit, so that air would flow. So it wasn't comfortable, to be honest. It was, physically and then mentally. What I mean by mentally is because I was very self-conscious. coming from somebody that is very shy and I didn't used to like talk much, I didn't used to relate much, having to now have something, wearing something that shows inside your clothes, like people just ask me randomly, oh, what's wrong with you? Why is something coming out of your clothes? So it made me so self-aware, so self-conscious about my body. I felt like, oh, people saying this thing I'm wearing, what's going on in their mind? What is that person thinking about me? Or this person think I'm probably crooked or something. So I had to live with that for a bit. And then I took it upon myself that, you know what? This is very, very uncomfortable. I'm going to ditch this thing and I'm going to just trust God and trust the process that I'm going to remove this thing and my condition is not going to get worse, and I will not have to do surgery. I would manage myself and carry myself with so much pride that nobody will even notice that there's something wrong with me. So yeah, I ditched the braces. I think I was about 14. So I wore my braces for like a year and a half. My parents screamed like, "You don't like yourself, blah blah blah." I was like, I trust God, I trust myself, and I don't have to go through this to get better. I know medically it does not make any sense, but to me, it made sense. I'm like, I'm not going to wear this thing and I'm going to get better. So as I grew older, I became more self-aware of my posture. I became aware of things that I was not supposed to do, things I was just more conscious of myself. Like, I know I am not supposed to, when I'm feeling pain, I have like, okay, if I feel the slightest pain, maybe I've stretched myself too much. I know I'm supposed to relax, take deep breaths, and probably use painkillers to suppress the pain a bit. And then, you know, to the extent that when I tell people that, oh, I have scoliosis, people that are like close to me, when I tell them that, oh, I have this condition, except you really look at me and then you see that, oh, there's something different. Except you really look at me that way, you wouldn't know I have something going on at my back. So I made sure I carried myself so well, you won't notice except you look closely. So yeah, so that has been the story of my life. I have been living with scoliosis since I was 13 and now I am 25. I'm fine, I'm thriving. And even though sometimes the devil might want to come in and make me think about the fact that, oh, there's something wrong with you, and he'll come with pains, at times I'll feel so uncomfortable that I'll just cry and just, yeah, the pain can be sometimes, not every time, but like I found a way to, you know, do things that will not make me, like I won't carry heavy stuff for long. I avoid using, because it's on the right side of my arm, so I avoid carrying heavy things with my right hand. I try using my left hand more often. So it has just been managing myself physically and emotionally. So what this process has taught me so far is resilience and the importance of knowing that there's beauty in different shapes, in different sizes. Nobody has the perfect body. Nobody has the perfect size. Nobody has the perfect build. There's nobody that is perfect. Even though we might all, especially women, we might strive at getting that perfect body. Some people go as far as going under the knife. I'm not blaming anybody for finding anything to do to their body, but I've just come to that acceptance that there's nobody that is perfect, and my body is fine, my stature is fine, my posture is fine, whatever way it is. And even though constant thoughts might come to my head that, oh, your shoulder is uneven, you might not get to wear certain clothes, I might not get to wear certain clothes as I would as a lady, I might not be my most confident self all of the time, but I've just learned to just accept myself for how I am and how God has created me and how God has made me to be, because I am beautifully and wonderfully made by God. Okay, so like I said at the beginning of this video, It's World Scoliosis Day today, and I know it's not a common thing that you hear around here. So if you know somebody, or if you are someone living with scoliosis, what I would just like to say is that you are not alone. There are other people that have the same condition as you and are managing it so well, so beautiful. And just love yourself the way you are. Your body is the best body, your height is the best height, your curve is the best curve, trust me. So wear your curve well, manage yourself, don't do things that would trigger the pain, and just be that baby girl, be that baby boy that you are, and you are perfectly normal, you're perfectly fine, you're perfectly handcrafted by God. So happy World Scoliosis Day, and just putting it out there that there's a community. I'll share the link to a community that helps to sensitize people about scoliosis, and just drop exercises you can do as somebody living with scoliosis and how to manage your posture. So I'll share the link in the description box. They do this webinar, I think every month, or they do webinars quite often, so you can, and it's free, so you can always tune in and join and just listen to experts talk about scoliosis and how you can manage yourself. All right, so love yourself, love your body, love your curve, and yeah. So I hope this vulnerability has encouraged somebody, and if you know somebody or you are that person, let me know in the comments, and let's just have this community bonding together in the comments. And give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and please don't forget to subscribe. It's very important, as this would share this to more people that need to hear the story. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.